What's up? Hey everybody, it is Bri and
Cat.
and we are in LA quarantine.
I know this is third week, right? Second week. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Crazy. Whoa. I'm like messing around with this stuff. Because I am just learning about this whole like Zoom situation.
Yeah.
I never Zoomed before.
I think it's recording.
Yeah, it's recording.
It says recording.
It's recording. So how is the quarantine going for you?
I mean, like the first week was kind of fun. I get to do lots of stuff. I feel like, oh yeah, only 2 weeks. I can just utilize my time. But I think yesterday I started feeling like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be another month.
Another month. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I started to freak out too.
Yeah, I was freaking out a bit last night, and I was like, okay, maybe I should have a drink.
Maybe I should have a drink.
Yeah, so that's why this morning I just like totally like slept in. Anyway.
No, I mean, you can sleep in because there's nothing to do, so why not?
Yeah, thank you.
Don't feel bad about that.
Yeah, I woke up at like 11:30. I'm like, whoa.
That's so funny.
Yeah. How about you? How is your quarantine life? What are you up to?
Well, you know, you were always into TikToks. Kat is the TikToker of us. And I never really got into TikTok, you know? I was always like, oh, whatever, TikTok. But now it is like the highlight of my day. I am making TikToks after TikToks, and I'm having such a good time with it.
So you're like in obsession right now, right?
I'm in obsession. Like I understand your obsession with TikTok. I'm feeling it.
Right? How many hours you spend down there?
So many. I'm just like making TikToks like left and right. Like I'm like, oh, this idea and this idea. Oh, this is trending. I gotta do it now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, there are so many trending and challenges you can do. You feel like, oh my gosh, yeah. You're like, I need to do this today, and tomorrow, I need to do another one. And just like never ending, right?
Yeah. Exactly. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm also watching new TV shows, which is cool. And I was writing this short film before the whole thing started, and so just working on that. And what else? Unpacking, because I just moved, so I'm not fully unpacked, but this is giving me a lot of time to fully unpack.
Because spending hours to just unpack, right? Takes lots of time.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, and I'm becoming a cook. You gave me that idea.
Yay! I'm glad you're doing that too. I've been doing that for 2 weeks. I just feel like I never cooked that much in my whole life.
I know. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. I like cooking. It's kind of a good time. Like I'm like, ooh, look, I made this like yummy thing, and like, ooh, let's try something else.
Yeah, what have you been cooking?
I made some Brussels sprouts, truffle oil Brussels sprouts.
Oh wow, truffle oil sounds so good.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then I made some spiralized zucchini with pistachios and peppers, which was amazing.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
Yeah.
Like a restaurant meal.
Well, that's the thing. Like now I'm like, oh, like why don't I be the restaurant, you know?
Yeah, maybe after this you can open up a restaurant. Do you know how many restaurants shut down right now?
Like permanently?
Yeah, I heard lots of restaurant business just out because if they couldn't survive, I feel bad, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I did hear about some deli that shut down. But
Yeah, that restaurant in Beverly Hills. Do you remember one of the oldest Jewish deli?
Yeah, that's the one I heard about.
And something. Yeah, I can't believe it. That restaurant been there for years, like over 40 years or something.
I know, it's really sad.
I know.
It's really sad. But I am trying to support the economy, and I've been getting a lot of takeout as well.
Yes, that's what they told me. Instead, it's better just take out sometimes to kind of support the business, right? Support those people's jobs.
100%.
So that's the right thing. Yeah.
Are you getting takeout at all?
Yeah,
or?
we still take out sometimes too. Like, I would cook my own stuff, but sometimes it's not very satisfying.
What are you cooking that's not satisfying?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like you want something like that's really like, I don't know. Just more flavors, and I guess like a restaurant meals that's like make you feel like, oh, they have way more ingredients than we have at home, right?
Totally, and not to mention like the stores don't have everything right now.
Yeah, right. It's right. They're running out lots of stuff.
So it's almost like a cooking challenge just to like make stuff with the ingredients that you can buy.
Yeah, just limited ingredients. Sometimes I like going to a restaurant once in a while because I feel like if you eat healthy, you just feel like, oh my gosh, yesterday I was so hungry because I've been doing this keto diet. I just don't like it. I don't think I can handle keto diet.
Oh, I hate keto diet. I tried that. Because like
no carbs, no sugar.
Oh,
so miserable. Yeah.
I tried it because my friend's mom is a homeopathic doctor, and I used to be on Adderall, and I was getting off of Adderall, and because I had been taking Adderall for pretty much my whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
And hear about your experience about Adderall. Like, I'm always trying to hear some story about it.
So basically, I was homeschooled, and then I went to regular school, and I had a really hard time focusing, like sitting down in classes. And so then I got on Adderall, and I mean, it helped a lot. It helped a lot. But now that I'm not in school, I don't really need it anymore, so I just wanted to not be on Adderall. And so like I got off of it slowly, but then my brain, because it's making your brain go really fast, so my brain felt so slow. And my friend's mom was like, oh, you should go on the keto diet. That really helps people who are getting off of Adderall and other things. Like, it helps their neurons and synapses in their brain rewire, and it will help that transition. So I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll do the keto diet. It'll help my brain. I'll get super skinny. It'll be great. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do it. I got all this coconut oil and avocados and all these different things so I could be on this diet. And I went on it hard. And I just got really, really depressed when I was on it.
Yeah, I heard about that too. The Adderall does cause depression, right?
Yeah, and I was talking to my friend's mom about it, and she was like, that's normal. But after like a week, you won't go through it. But I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it, girl. I was like, no, I do not like feeling this sad. Like, it's not worth it to me. So then I was like, all right, I'm done with the keto diet. And it was weird because like I felt the fat, because you're eating a lot of fat on the keto diet. I felt the fat coming through my pores, and it was just like, it was like a bad feeling just to eat that much fat for me. I know a lot of people, it works really, really well, and I'm super happy for them.
Yeah, I heard it works for some people.
A lot of people. It's like it's a great diet, and if it works for people, like, I'm like, go ahead. But for me, I think I need to have like carbs just because.
Me too.
I
need carbs.
I need carbs. Like, I think it makes my brain just feel like happier.
Exactly. That's how I felt when I was doing keto diet. I feel like so miserable. I just don't feel like myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need carbs and sugar. I love sweets, and without eating those at all, I just feel like you said, I feel like my brain is not functioning well. And then I just started missing sweets, missing carbs even more.
100%, dude. 100%. And like, you know, I really, now I'm really about moderation. You know, like, eat a little bit of fat, eat a little bit of sugar, eat a little bit of protein and carbs. Just like, I feel like it's about not going overboard with anything.
Right.
And I try to tell my friends, I have a bunch of friends that love to do cleanses. Like, you know, like juice cleanse and like soup cleanse and all this cleanse stuff. And that really doesn't work for me either, because I find that when I deprive myself of a certain food, that as soon as that cleanse or that diet is over, I go crazy.
Yeah, I feel you, girl. That's how I feel like that. Because you start craving for that even more, right?
100%. Yeah, so now I'm like, I don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. I'll just do everything in moderation, and then I'm happy.
Yeah, most important is like listen to your body. I don't know how some people do keto diet works perfect for them. Personally, I don't recommend it, because I just feel like your body needs a little bit of everything.
I agree.
Right? Even like our brain needs a bit of sugar. I don't know how to do that. Maybe, I mean, it's a great way for people who want to lose weight, but like you said, you start striving for that even more.
Yeah, I think even if you want to lose weight, I think diets and cleanses and fads like that aren't the way to go. Because anything, it can't be like a 3-day thing or a week-long thing, and you're only supposed to do keto like every 2 weeks because it's bad on your heart. So I think it needs to be like a lifestyle change.
Yeah, I totally agree with you about moderation. I think to do everything in moderation is better. If you go extreme, like say juice cleansing, like I've seen people pass out by doing juice cleansing, and then they end up come back like feel like their body is so like weak, and then you cannot do juice cleansing as a lifestyle, right? And then do 2 weeks and then some people back to eating more, and then end up like, you know, being super unhealthy, you gain weight again.
100%, dude. Like, every time I've done a juice cleanse or a diet or a fad of any kind, like, even like I've taken diet pills, like you name it. I've done a lot of different things. And like afterwards, the backlash is always worse than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Always after I do these things, then afterwards I gain more weight than I initially had because of my body like craving stuff.
Yeah, and it also mess up your metabolism as well, because your body is like not used to those kind of drastic change, right? And after that, your body start craving for more, and I don't know. Yeah, keto diet and all the juice cleansing is not long term.
No.
Yeah. And just eat whatever you like.
Yeah.
About portion control, right? It's like,
yeah,
you know, whatever you like, and you won't craving for that. Like yesterday, I was craving for waffles.
Ooh.
I was craving for cakes. And like, cause I tried to keto diet last week. I'm like, that's why I'm like, I want takeout from restaurants, because you want something that's like very flavorful. Like just some food make you feel happy and satisfied.
Yeah. Did you get takeout?
Yeah, we did. I mean, like we used to take out all the time before this quarantine happens. That's why we decided to cook at home this couple weeks, because we have take out all the time, right? And then, yeah, I mean, like, you know, the thing I miss most is sushi, because you cannot make sushi at home. Like, the only we can do right now is take out, right? I'm like, I think the first thing I want to do after is take after this quarantine is over, I have to go to the best sushi restaurant. I have to order whatever I want.
What's your favorite sushi restaurant?
My favorite one, I mean the fancy one, everyone like Nobu. I like one thing at Nobu, and then my favorite one is actually this izakaya on 3rd Street.
Oh, I've heard about that place.
Yeah, that's like the original one before all the Kajuyas. I think it's the same owner who owned the Kajuya, but it's a small restaurant. Like, and they're so good. Like the baked crab roll, and then everything's so good. And then what else? Jalapeno, yellowtail jalapeno, so good because they make it super thin, slice the super thin. Yeah, even I go to like other restaurants, like even you go to very fancy sushi restaurant like Nobu, I don't feel like their yellowtail is sliced that thin because I like it very thin and put a little bit jalapeno on. It's like a heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to Nobu actually right before all this happened, and I'm so grateful. It's funny because you think about everything you did before this happened, and I traveled so much last year, and now I can't travel at all.
Right?
Yeah, I went everywhere. I went to Australia, Asia, Europe, like you name it, just like all around the world, and now I can't go anywhere. And I went to Nobu right before, and I'm so glad I went to Nobu, and you know, I just did all these different things, and I'm really glad that I did them because now you can't do anything. So your first thing that you do after this is over is you're going to get sushi. That's your thing.
Yeah, because I feel like a takeout. You know, if you get like sushi from takeout, is so different from you order at restaurants, right?
Totally.
The sushi has to be fresh made. That's like it's so good to just stay there, see the sushi chef made the sushi right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
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 How about you? What's the first favorite? That's the first thing you want to do.
The one thing I didn't really get to do before this happened, I go to a boxing class and in like Silver Lake, and so the first thing I want to do is go to my boxing class because I just missed it. Like they closed like immediately almost when I got back from Australia, so yeah, I'm gonna go to boxing for sure. And then just like see people, like see you in person and like see people in person.
I just want to be where the people are. I just want to be
where the people are.
I just want to sing and dancing. Yeah, it's so funny. That's exactly what we feel right now. Just like area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's people. If I go walk my dog and I saw some people there, wow, there's a person there. It's so quiet. I swear, like downtown has never been so quiet. It's like a ghost town right now.
I know, LA too. There's nobody. It's weird because Hollywood Boulevard is always there's so many people, so many tourists.
Yeah.
And now there's
where are the people, even like the homeless people, where did they go? Like,
I've seen some homeless people. There have been. It almost feels like when I'm walking down the street, like I'm walking into the homeless people's homes, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be here. This is the homeless people's house.
Oh, so they're still there on the streets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I think this is gonna make it get way worse.
Yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen. I feel like right now we're in a transition to a new world.
I know. Well, astrologically, Jupiter and Saturn were conjunct, both in Capricorn, and so that we're going to go back to that in December, but right now Saturn is in Aquarius, and basically Saturn in Aquarius is called the New World. Like, that's what they call that astrological transit. So, and I kind of knew about these astrological transits, and also Uranus is in Taurus, which can forecast like the breakdown of finances and like a new financial system or just everything, which I always thought was like Bitcoin. I was like, oh, like the breakdown of finances and like a new financial world. I was like, oh, that's probably Bitcoin and like everybody believes we'll be using that. But no, that's because our economy is tanking. And yeah, I don't even know what, I guess, will happen next. So it's interesting because I knew about these astrological transits and then now I'm seeing them happen in the extreme. And yeah, I'll have to see what's yet to come.
Yeah, I hope 2020 won't get any more worse.
Yeah, no, I think, honestly, I think this is really, astrologically speaking, this is, you know, this is going to be a change. There can be, I mean, we have some planets going into Aries in the next few years, so it could be, you know, some more fire and some angriness because people are losing their jobs. They're probably going to lose their houses. Like, change is always hard, and that's what we're going through right now. We're going through a change, but then the change happens, and then the aftermath happens. So I always think that the change is the worst part because you don't know what's yet to come, you know? So I think right now it's just scary because everything is the unknown. But I think what's coming next is the aftermath, which might be worse for people because they might realize like how bad it is and they might be really angry and sad. But for me, I would say this is challenging because I'm just like, whoa, what's gonna happen next, you know?
Right, yeah, there are so many uncertainty.
Exactly.
Yeah, so many people lost their jobs, right? And I don't know. This have you heard about this like Corona financial package? The checks that was sent out to the people.
Yeah.
A couple weeks. Hopefully that will help.
I mean, that will help. Like Middle America, $1,000 can buy you like a house.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or like rent you a house at least. But you know, like $1,000 in California, that's like a week's worth of, you know, living expenses out here. Like that's, so I think it's gonna hurt California and New York really bad because that's not enough money to live. But I think for some of the other states, that will be, I mean, not great, but doable. So we should do this again. Next time, let's do like a cooking one. Want to?
Yeah, totally. We should like maybe just do some fun activities, right? Like just kind of like doing something.
Yeah.
But this one could be like the podcast style.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Now we figured it out. So we can have something to do next couple weeks. I was a little bit frustrated last time. So what am I going to do? We have one more month.
I know. That kind of set in on me yesterday too. I was like,
yeah, but we figured it out.
Yes, we're gonna do this. So next time we'll do a cooking one. Maybe we could do a workout one.
Yeah. And
get comments from people. So if you're watching this in the comments,
right,
write some suggestions of what you want to see us do on this new Zoom episode of Bri and Cat in LA. And subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, share, like, and comment on the video, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.